America, how you doing? Let's try to get out in the sun out here. There we go. How are we all doing today? Been home for about a week or so from the Alaska trip. Did the video on the recap of the trip and everything. People seem to like that. So had several questions in there, and one of the questions that I got several times was, is there anything you'd change about the van? Simple answer, yes. There's a few things I'd like to change about the van. That's what this video is all about. What am I going to do with the van? Oh, we're going to have to get the sunlight to change a little bit here. And let's see here. There we go. All right, this is the back of the van. I don't think I'm going to change anything about this. Everything worked fine, okay? This is the back of the refrigerator. There's the inverter, the solar power coming in, the battery bank, the water, the shower tank. I mean, everything back here works fine. So I'm going to leave, I think, pretty much everything back here alone. What I am going to do, though, I'm going to take the refrigerator out of here, okay? And I'll explain that when I get inside. And I'll probably just close this off and make this a cabinet, like a place to store clothing or food or something. I don't know. Big bulky stuff like potato chip bags, things like that. I don't know, but I think I'll get into that when I get inside. But remember this. Let's go inside. All right, we are inside. It is dark in here. Let me light it up. There we go. That'll light a little bit of it. Get my ugly mug all lit up here. All right, what have we done in the van here? What I didn't like is this. Let me show you a little wider angle down here. Chop my head off here. I didn't like this, okay? I didn't like that, okay? Seemed like every time hey, I'm right here and I need something out of the refrigerator. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Open the fridge, get something out. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. You could actually walk here, but you're always hitting and touching and stuff. Another thing is when you make the bed, the blankets come out a little bit farther than the actual mattress does, of course. So you're constantly shuffling against stuff here. And I didn't like that. I need to go bend over to get something. I can't just bend over. I've got to turn sideways, and it's just awkward. So I like this. This is going to kind of stay the same, but I'm going to have to change it. Why? Okay. Well, I need to get rid of the bed. And I come up with two ideas. I could take the bed out of here and just move it forward and make a Murphy bed up here, just like in the semi. Have a bed that folds up against the wall. That is great, except for I don't think I'd want to sleep up here. Okay, it's kind of hard to explain, but this window's usually is open. And all these windows are usually open at night when I'm sleeping. Okay, not open, but not covered, I mean. And I don't have like this right here. I've got the Reflectix up on this one here. I've got Reflectix for all the windows, but I don't usually put it up. Okay, I get back here and I go to bed and I'm way back up here. And then when it's dark outside and everything, when the sun comes up or when I'm laying in bed, people can't really see back here because it's dark. It's a dark area, okay? I mean, here, you know. See what I'm saying? I'm back here sleeping and nobody, you know, people come up and look in the window or something, they can't really see me because I'm kind of back here in a hole. Let's turn the lights back on for you. Turn that back around. So, I kind of like the idea of sleeping back here. If you're sleeping right up here, I'm laying there in my undies and people come walking by, like I parked a good example is when I was in Skagway. I parked thinking it was a pretty good place. I woke up in the morning and there's all kinds of people around and I'm sitting there in my underwear trying to get up. I'm thinking, oh shoot, how am I going to do it? Back there it's more private, okay? So I like that idea, keeping the bed back here. Well, it's as far back as it can go up against this wall. All right, the original idea of this van was to put the bed across the back. And from this wood to this wood is right at 6 foot even, okay? And I'm 6'1". So you're kind of bent just a little bit. But I've been giving it thought. Right here, from here to the window, that's about 3 inches. Okay? There's some dead air space right here. I've got 1 inch of foam, and then I got a 1/2 inch plywood. Okay? And I think what I can do is cut this out right here and redo this little extra, right here where the window is. I can redo this this sill, bring it up to the latch, but open it up back to here. So it'll be a long, skinny window, be up higher to where your feet aren't touching the glass. And I can insulate it in a different way. And I'll get to that in a future video. I can do the same thing over here. Take this panel out. I can take this panel out, cut it in half, or wherever that divider point is right here, and make a window right here, and make this window where it's opening too. Well, by gaining an inch here and gaining an inch here, that's 6'2", the mattress will fit in there now, and it won't feel so crowded. And I think I've been giving it a lot of thought, and I think that's what I'm going to do. Well, there's only enough. Let's see, the bed is 40 inches wide, 39, I guess, 39 inches wide. Well, this is only 24, so to the bottom here, it's only 24. So I'm going to have to open this up. I'm going to have to take this all out and move it forward. Okay, well, this is actually built onto the wall. It's not a piece of furniture that's attached. It's piece by piece put in. So I'm going to have to disassemble it, move it forward, and reassemble it, cut it to sizes and whatever, okay? Take the bed, rotate it around like I originally thought. Then the bed will come out to about right here. So I would be sitting on the edge of the bed right here. And when I'm sleeping, I'll be way back here, see? So that's all good. But the bed is right here. Now I got to reach all the way across the bed to get to the refrigerator, okay? And I don't like that idea, okay? Another thing is if you spill anything in the refrigerator, it drips out onto your mattress. Let's say milk. Now you got milk soaking into the mattress, and I'm driving down the road and don't realize it. Things like that. So I don't like the idea of having a refrigerator above the bed. So I'm going to take the fridge out and mount it over here somewhere, probably right up against the back of this. This will get changed. The TV will get, I like the big 32-inch TV, but it sticks out too far, okay? I'm going to rotate that around and put it at an angle so it only comes out to about here instead of all the way out of here. So now it'll be at an angle facing the chair that I'm going to be sitting in, the passenger seat that's turned around, and it won't come out as far. And I'll have a little triangular area that I can store stuff in, okay? Maybe have a lid on the top that I can put you know, things that I never ever use, but I can put back in there. Also a place to access wiring for the TV and all, okay? So that's hot. Love this Texas muggy heat. What else? So I'm going to take the refrigerator out, put it about right in here somewhere. And I got to thinking after I got to driving, I don't have a closet. I never even thought about it. I guess in my mind, I was going to fold up my pants and fold up my jeans, and my t-shirts I fold up. I didn't think about things like this, which I use when I'm traveling. It's in cooler weather, like I went up to Canada and Alaska. I wore jeans and stuff like that because it was cool. So I don't have a place for a closet. So the bed will come out to here, the refrigerator come out to here. Right here is about where the closet will go. So bed rotated, a closet, refrigerator, and cabinets underneath. Okay, storage underneath the bed. Kitchen counter move forward about this far. I don't want to move it that far forward here because it makes the opening too narrow here. Okay, it'll make this opening too narrow. I want to move that forward about 1.5 feet. I don't want to move this forward about 6 inches. So I'll have to redo this countertop. Well, another thing about this countertop, which is it's a workbench or this sits in the top of a toolbox. At Home Depot, they've got the Husky toolboxes, you know, mechanics, you know, ratchets and toolbox. Well, this is the piece of wood that sits inside it, and it's a workbench. And I bought these things, man, they're already finished and everything. Well, the one thing I found out about these is they scratch real easy. So, not so much while I was living in it and everything, but while I was working, I got some big old scratches here and stuff. So I think I'm going to nix this idea. Take these boards out and reuse them somewhere else. Maybe doors. I don't know. Maybe I'll just take these and make these into doors. I'm not sure. But I'll take these boards out and I'm going to get some probably MDF. Make a countertop. Paint it kind of a copper color. And I think I want to do the pennies. Put all the pennies glued in and then pour the polyurethane over the top of it. I think it's polyurethane. Anyway, that stuff they pour over the top. You know when you go to the bar and there's a penny, but it's underneath the acrylic, you know. So that's, I'm going to do that, I think. A couple other, the stove. I have this is my backup stove. I was going to use the induction stove. I've got all that solar and electricity's right here, so why not use the induction stove to cook? The induction stove wouldn't work. I thought, man, it's broke. Well, I got to actual household electricity and it works fine. Inverter. The induction stove won't work with the inverter I have. I don't have a pure sine wave inverter. So, and I realized I actually like cooking on the propane better than the electric. So I'm going to nix the electric stove idea. That's done. Forget about it. And this was supposed to be a backup, and I was going to put it underneath here. Well, it won't quite fit. Okay. So, and when you slide it all the way back, it sticks out, right? So I got to thinking about it. When I'm driving down the road and I have things sitting on the countertop here, let's say this or this are sitting on the countertop, and I hit the brakes, they go sliding forward. Okay, you got to hit the brakes pretty hard for it to slide forward, but it's sitting there, and I drive gentle enough that it normally doesn't go anywhere, but every now and again I'd have to hit the brakes pretty hard, and stuff would go sliding, and it comes sliding off, whatever. So I'm going to build a little lip right here, so when it comes over, it'll stop. Maybe a little 1/4 inch lip, just enough to stop it from sliding off onto the floor. Also, I'm going to build a little lip here. It'll be a multi-stage. It'll have a rise. This will be forward a little farther, so the stove will actually sit, instead of here, I'll slide it forward to about right there. And it won't be sunk all the way in flush. What I'm going to do is sink it in about an inch, raised up about an inch from level. So there will be a catch right here for all this stuff to sit in. And when I hit the brakes, it won't really go anywhere. So I'll probably get a ton of comments on that. Well, you should have put this away and everything. Well, yeah. But anyway, I drive in the semi and there's stuff sitting on the counter all the time, and it doesn't go anywhere because I drive real gentle, Don't hit the gas real hard, don't hit the brakes real hard. The only time I have trouble in the semi is going around curves, real windy area. Stuff will eventually slide over to the edge and will fall off. But that's why I have these kind of placemat stuff. It keeps them from sliding. So, but anyway, I'm going to build this little lip here. This stuff that I have, the few things that I have sitting up here won't slide off that way. So those are the major renovations of the thing. Bed rotated, refrigerator brought up here, closet made, turn that cubby hole in. Well, I got to thinking, well, I'm taking all this apart. Just take that board out and put a new board in. A little harder to do though, because these are in the way, okay? This here, when I put it in, I'd have to take this all the way out because this sits on top of this, and to pull it out, it probably won't, it'll be really hard to take it out. So I think I'm just going to leave it as is, take the refrigerator out, and like I said, make a cubby hole here, a cabinet, so to say, a place to put big, bulky, light things, whatever. I don't know. I'll figure out what I need to put in there. Maybe that'll be where I store some clothes. I got to thinking this too. Just take this out and turn that into a closet. Problem is, it's not quite deep enough, low enough and everything. So that's not really good solution. That would be a great place to put the closet though, because it's over the bed, it's out of the way, So I don't know. I have to give that some thought still. What else? I'm going to take some solar down. I've got 900 watts of solar. I'm going to take one of the panels off because I only need about 600. I unplugged one up in Anchorage, and just to see how well it would work. 600 watts was more than enough to keep the batteries charged because I'm not doing things like cooking with that electricity. So that was the idea of all that solar. I already owned the solar panels. I didn't buy them. I bought those for working on top, putting on top of the shop, and I never put them up. So I already owned those. I didn't buy those for this van. I put them up there to see how, now that I know how much I need, I can take them down and put different solar panels up. Buy the right proper size so they won't overhang on the edge. What else? Oh, like the tripod. I had no place to put the tripod. It was just laying on the floor all the time. I got to realizing I didn't have any place to put anything long. Let me see. What do I have that's long? Okay, let's just say this is a broom, of course, a little small broom. But where do I store this? It won't. It's too big to go anywhere. It won't. You know, their cabinets are way too small. Not so much the broom, but like my tripod. I got a really large tripod. It folds up, and it's about, even folded up, it's about this big. Where can I put it? Well, bring it all the way back in here, put it back in here. But I use it a lot. When I'm traveling, I see something, oh, I need to jump out, grab whatever, and get out there and film something. I don't want to have to crawl way back in here to get all this stuff. I want it somewhere right up close. It dawned on me, I don't have anything for this area right here. This whole area is empty, okay? So I'm gonna, after get everything rotated around, I'm gonna build a shelf here that comes out about yay far, and that'll be a perfect place to put long items. Umbrella, things like that, you know? Umbrella, tripod, just anything long. I don't think I put this up here because it's dirty, but you get the idea. So, with all that said, demolition, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. With all that said, demolition starts as soon as I turn the camera off. So, let's get after it. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.